Bring all of this live.
Oh,
Yeah. All right, guys. Um,
Ha!
welcome
hello.
back to another week of D&D in the world of Mundus. Um, so it's been a little while since I've done this, so I'm going to do this again today, and that is do a very brief recap of everything that has happened up until this point for the party, which has been at this point just shy of 3 weeks.
Previously
Yeah.
on Mundus.
Pretty much. So the party, Carden, the barbarian, Valinar, the cleric, Dinok, the wizard, and Katia, the sorcerer, all woke up in a cavern where they were unaware of how they got there. Unbeknownst to anybody else, they were thrown into this cavern in a land and place that they are unfamiliar with. After stumbling about and finding a way out of this cavern, the party mostly climbed down a cliff. I say mostly, loosely.
Mostly.
How many times do I have to say I'm sorry, guys?
Hey, I was like, and
many
jump!
As many times as you have to say, I swear I'm a cleric.
No, I am a cleric.
Yeah.
We'll get
And then
to that
you eat a
part too.
fireball.
They then made their way to the city of Dagbor, a city where they managed to get their way into the inner ring, where they were able to gather an audience with the mayor there, Zio. Zio encouraged them to come and meet with him one-on-one the following day in a more private manner, where they discussed and discovered that the party, while they are lost and confused on where they are, they realize they are all from different locations throughout the world. Knowing this and learning of the existence of additional floating islands in the sky, Mayor Zio tasked the party to travel throughout the lands and to gather the other lords to engage in a summit in a few weeks' time. The party went to the city of Baran, one of the closer cities to them, where the mayor there, Palig, who immediately turned them away and told them to go get a real messenger.
Sorry.
They returned to the city of Baran, obtained a messenger by the name of Ada, and then have proceeded to travel throughout Baran, Deja, and Thalna, and now to the city of Tolis. Along the way, they have completed some tasks in the city of Baran. Well, actually, originally in the city of Dagbor, they held off a zombie goblin invasion. In the city of Baran, they fought against a breeder troll and won. In the city of Deja, they found a cult-like clutch that had been murdering children in the night, essentially.
Delicious.
Putting a stop to that, one of the leaders of the cult escaping their grasp, they continued on to Enthalna, where they fought in a fight pit, rolled a dead body over, a large dead body of a gloom drake. Like I said, fought in a tournament, won some money, and then made their way to the city of Tolis, where upon arriving they were immediately thrown in jail with the accusation that they had killed guards.
Oops.
Which they technically did, but they did unknowingly, as the guards were disguised as bandits, and the party simply defended themselves. After being freed, the party met briefly with the mayor of Tolis, Vom, who encouraged them to do what they needed to prepare for the summit ahead of them, that they have about 5 days or so to prepare for. The party was staying at the local inn, the tavern called the Nightcap, and during the night, Valinar dreamed. And the reason why this is important is because as a Kalishtar, he does not dream and is unaffected by spells such as dream. What this message might have meant, the party has yet to know or understand, as he is currently being plagued by a ghost-like entity that comes and goes. Except last time, it spoke to him in a voice familiar to him, and a word that is also familiar, as it said, "run," before it vanished.
They gasp.
Now all I have is the vine.
But that is also pretty much where we come back to the party, as where Valinar had just walked out of the tavern. Cardin is still fast asleep, and Dinok and Katya, I believe Katya, Dinok and Katya both watched as Valinar began to walk off. And that is where we pick our story back up today. So, Dinok, Katya, as Valinar begins to leave the tavern, is there anything you guys do?
I'm gonna look at Dinok and say, maybe I missed something, but what's eating him?
I have no clue.
Well, one of us.
You want to go after him?
Yes, one of us should definitely go after him. I'll go ahead. You stay here and hold down the fort. And then Katya's gonna leave after Valinar.
Okay. Cardin, you're still asleep. You're going to be asleep for a little while. That's what happens when you fail a drinking check, buddy.
I know. Trust me.
Whoops.
Trust me. Cardin is vastly asleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just due to the nature of your drinking and the fact that it's fairly early morning at this point, we'll come back to you in a little while.
And
so
to be
Dina,
fair, that was my second contest of the night, too.
yeah. Dinok, you're welcome to order breakfast and stuff in the tavern. I don't remember if you've already eaten or not. You probably have. But that is besides the point. Valinar, where are you heading to? Or are you just wandering aimlessly?
He'd probably make his way to a temple of Geisma, but then not actually go in. He'd be one of those people.
Okay. Katya, as you left the tavern just a moment or two after Valinar, and you step out into the fairly busy city streets, even though, as it is kind of early morning, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Oh no. Maybe I'll do good this time. Maybe. Hey, I got a 19.
Nice.
19. Nice. It is easy enough to locate Valinar and follow him, and you begin to follow him as he wanders down the different streets of the city. Valinar, as you have not been to a Temple of Geisma here in the city of Tolis yet, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Oh boy.
While he's on that, I don't know if he wants. I don't know if he wants to be followed or not, so I'm going to do so stealthily.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth.
Let's see
Also,
how
a
this
17
turns
on your
out.
investigation check.
17. Yep.
Not bad. 16 on stealth.
That just beats Valinar's passive.
Sweet.
Okay. Valinar, with a 17, you manage to find your way to the outside of a temple of Geisma. You can kind of see individuals coming and going as they go and pray. You know, there are a lot of people who will come and present some kind of prayer to Geisma, especially early in the morning, as Geisma is the god of light. So, you do see a lot of people kind of come and present a prayer, but as you kind of stand back, unsure of what to do in the moment, you can see a lot of people.
Side note,
A lot of people. Yeah.
As Valnar walks up, he's hiding his necklace. By the way.
So you kind of bury it in your armor.
Yeah.
Kate, you watch as Valinar kind of comes to a standstill, kind of outside of a temple. Stands hesitantly.
Okay. Is there any way I can try to pass myself off as one of the townspeople presenting a prayer?
To Valinar, or
Yes, to try and get a little bit closer to him without seeming overly obvious.
do you have a spell that would allow you to do so?
Unfortunately, I don't believe I do.
Okay.
I have not leveled up, so I haven't had a chance to disguise myself yet.
Yeah. Okay. Then I would say roll a deception check as you're trying to blend in with a crowd.
Sounds good to me. Will the 19 work?
19. I'm going to use kind of your passive on this again, Valinar, since you're
Okay.
a little lost in thought. You do manage to get closer to him. I would say you'd probably be able to get within arm's reach if you so desired.
Okay. Then I shall.
I'm assuming you're going to stay behind him, because if you walk in front of him, he's probably going to recognize you. That's kind of a little hard to avoid.
Well, actually, I wanted the approach to be stealthy, but I want to be very obvious about my passing by him to offer my prayers, air quotes. Which is funny for Katya because he doesn't do religion stuff often, so he doesn't even know what a prayer to Geisma would even look like.
Well, like I said, there are people coming and going, offering prayers and stuff like that to guys.
I'll mimic what I see around me.
Okay. I'm gonna say this will be a performance check.
Sweet. Oh, now I roll low. That's a 6.
Alright. So you kind of brush by Valinar a little bit, kind of leading up more towards the temple itself. And you offer a bumbly prayer, but a prayer nonetheless. And you begin
Think of, we're sitting at the dinner table and we're trying to do like one of those thank you for the feast, Lord, sort of moments, but you know, I don't know how to end the prayer, so I just keep going and going, and then there's a moment of silence, and then I go some more because I still don't know how to end it.
Yeah. But eventually you turn and kind of start heading down from the temple itself, and
Oh, hey, Valinar, what are you doing here?
And what are you doing here?
I decided
Also,
today's a good day to try my hand at offering a prayer to the gods. I gotta get in good graces if I want to find out more about my own problems, right?
I guess that's one way to look at it. And now Valinar's gonna start going in.
Yeah.
Katya
You
will
had
stop him momentarily and say, I also wanted to make sure that you didn't get lost because this is a big city. And we'd hate to lose you.
Yeah, I've just got a lot happened last night. And Valinar walks into the...
Okay. You head into the Temple of Geisma. The temple itself has actually a lot of windows, like stained glass windows, and regular glass windows, letting in a lot of sunlight. Kind of go figure. It is a temple to Geisma. And there are different places around where you can see people kneeling and offering offerings and prayer to Geisma, and you also see several priests kind of wandering the area, assisting those who need assistance.
Valinar is going to ask if there's just a quiet place that he can be alone and pray. If that makes any sense?
Mm-hmm. One of the human priests kind of turns and looks at you and goes, we have an area for some of the local, traveling and local alkalites. Would you like to use that space? Because isn't your faith also on your shield?
No, it's only the necklace.
It's only the necklace. Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Then, in that case, make a persuasion check, because I forgot about that fact.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
should talk
Well,
about
this is going to go great. Oh, not as bad as I thought. 12.
12. Okay. Yeah, everything he said stands.
Okay. Yes, that'll work. Thank you.
Okay. He kind of leads you off to like a side room. You're not necessarily alone, but there's only like 2 other people in here, both of them praying quietly by themselves, kind of in opposite sides of the room, leaving you with kind of the far wall, kind of a section to be alone and pray.
And he's just going to go through the whole shebang he learned from Father Nadon.
Okay.
Like the whole ceremony style thing or whatever.
Alright. Okay. Katya, what are you going to do as he goes into the temple?
I'll let him go on his own, because I'm assuming there's only one way that he's going to come back out of this temple. So I'll wait for him. I'll let him do what he's got to do.
Okay. Denock, anything you would like to do back at the tavern?
Actually, I'm gonna go up and check on Carden.
Okay. Before you even get to his door, you can hear him snoring.
Let me check something real quick. I did. My skeleton is behind me. Turn to him and say, knock on the door.
Oh no.
Knock on the door. Okay. This is a little more of a specific command, so he kind of thump against your door there, Carden.
I'm completely out. Like,
I mean,
what time?
you do have a fairly high passive perception. Even though you are technically intoxicated, well, not intoxicated, but hungover, you would be. You'd be coming out of it. It's been probably an hour since they've been up at this point, so it's probably 8-9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Goodbye, door.
Oh god.
Here we go again.
Oh lord.
I can't just do the door every time though. I have to come up with something else. Cardin will get up and from inside of because he hears you, and from inside all you hear is not again. And I go to open the door.
Okay. You open the door and are immediately met face to face with the white face of a skull, hidden by a light cloak, or obscured by a light cloak, I guess I should say. It's not hidden; it's obscured.
You again?
Its jaw kind of like it just kind of falls a little bit. You kind of look past it and you can see kind of D-Knock in the hallway.
So there's something wrong with Valinar.
What's wrong with it?
Well, you remember the shadow I was saying was over his shoulder, right?
Yes.
He tried talking to it, and it might have said something back to him, and now he's... well, freaking out, to put it bluntly.
That's weird. What else does he, did he say anything? Like, he talked to it, but did he say anything in response to that?
Quick reminder, did he say it out loud, or did he...
I believe he clarified that was the voice of Nadon, but then he kind of just left after that, I believe.
I remember.
Okay.
That's what I remember, but I could be wrong. I've slept since the last time that happened, so...
Valar did say it, yeah.
He said it was someone named Nadon. Though that name doesn't mean anything to me. As I don't think I ever learned your backstory.
I think the only thing of my backstory I think I told the group that the Temple of Guys might try to execute me. And I think that's the only thing I've told anyone.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about
Pretty much.
right. The name, I don't believe anybody knows. If anybody would know it, strangely enough, it would be Otta.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't even think he knows it.
I think it's the first time Valinar's even said the name.
I'd believe it. So how do you take this news, Carden?
I'm a bit surprised because I mean, he's Kalstar. Like, we're supposed to be sort of like immune to stuff like that. So I'm just like, what? Carden is very confused.
So it's a normal Tuesday.
Yes, it's a normal, like, Carden is confused, but also concerned because he would know as a Kalstar that's not necessarily supposed to be able to happen.
Yeah. Well,
Did you
if I
hit
recall correctly, Denock didn't mention anything about a dream. He just mentioned about the specter.
Shadow?
Yeah.
Did you hit the
so-
Spectre? Did you hit the Spectre? That's Carden's first thought to anything.
No, my hand went right through it.
Incorporeal Spectre.
Wait, you know that word good?
Tis weird.
Wait, when did we get?
That's part of.
How much did
Carden's
you drink last
curiosity.
Carden drank so much he grew a brain.
Wow.
I mean,
A quirk of Kalstar's is they do speak in huge words, whether they understand it or not.
Yeah, it is.
yeah. So he's probably like says this and then turns to you guys like, what did I just say?
Yeah.
Or he probably says these things and then turns to you and goes, "What's a specter?"
Channeling the inner spirit
Um,
of past lives.
mhm.
Though I don't know any of this, so Denock just turns to his skeleton and is like, "He grew a brain. Did you do that while I wasn't looking?"
He kind of looks to you, looks back to Carden, looks back to you, and his jaw just kind of goes just open again.
Oh, that was a good sound effect. Oh my god.
Hold on, I gotta pick up my draw. Oh. Anyway, basically he is still a dumb skeleton.
Oh, I know, but
Would be impressive. You guys eventually head downstairs. I'm assuming, Carden, you get food.
Yes. I get
Valinor-
eggs and I get toast.
Okay. Valinar, eventually you complete the ritual that has been shown to you several times by Nadon, and eventually it is completed. The sense of worry and danger has not subsided, but there is a warmth there at the end that kind of occurred somewhere in the middle of the ritual, but you can't pinpoint where, as it it feels as though the light of Geisma is with you, in a sense. It's comforting.
In a low, quiet voice, and in Corey, he just kind of mumbles to himself, "What is going on?" And that's probably gonna be the end of that.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, you leave, I assume.
Yeah.
Feeling slightly better, but again, still confused by the omens that have been placed before you, for the lack of a better term. As you kind of leave, Katya, where have you been waiting for Valinar? As it has probably been the better part of an hour and a half.
I know this is a silly question, but isn't there like some kind of a bench or something outside the, I guess, the main entrance?
I mean,
Because that would be very helpful.
yeah, there's also stairs, and there's some benches not terribly far off from the main entrance of the temple. Maybe just a little ways down the street, or even across from the street, but you would be able to see the doors from plain view.
I'll be waiting on the stairs.
Sitting on the stairs. Okay.
Sitting on the stairs.
So then, Valinar, as you kind of step outside of the temple, you see Katya sitting on the stairs.
Daydreaming.
Well, if you got nothing better to do, why don't we head back?
Oh, you're back. Well, I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. I knew you'd come back eventually.
Like hour and a half just staring off into space?
With a mind like mine, it becomes very easy to get lost in thought. So yes, staring off into space is one way to put it.
Okay.
I don't know what's been going on with you, but do you feel better now?
Oh, a little bit. Like I said, long night. As we're walking away, Valinar visibly pulls out his holy symbol out from his armor.
Yeah, I have been thinking for the last 10 or 15 minutes or so that I don't think I had breakfast before I went chasing after you.
Yeah, I haven't had breakfast yet either.
So we should probably go do that.
It is a good idea.
You guys can kind of hear your stomachs begin to grumble. You guys managed to make your way back. And I'm going to say, Cardin, your food just arrives as Valinar and Katya re-enter to the tavern.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That was an awkward silence.
Sorry. Basically, you
On my
guys
end.
arrived back. You guys arrived back, and Cardin was served breakfast
Okay.
of
Okay.
eggs and toast, with a little bit of sausage patty.
Aw.
The eggs are light and fluffy, and the toast is crisp and a thin layer of butter.
That actually looks delicious. I'll get one too.
Yeah.
The dark elf turns to you guys and just, those will come right up. They'll be. Are you looking for a regular portion or a points at Cardin? His portion.
His
A
portion.
regular portion for me. I'm not a heavy
Okay.
eater.
All right. 3 silver for a regular. 5 for a Cardin portion.
Alright.
Sounds good to me.
Cardin portion
Hand
it
over
is.
my silver.
That includes you too, Cardin. Don't forget to mark that off.
How much was it again?
5 silver.
5 silver? Okay.
It's like he just turns his hearing off.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Money what?
Money?
I have
What?
to pay for this?
You mean it's
No, I
not
thought it was
free?
could have sworn the sign said free.
We're the champions of the arena in Dalna.
Yeah, guess where you're not.
In Thalma.
Yep.
Oh, there's a lot of places we're not.
Breakfast is had. It is good. It is a good breakfast of eggs and and toast. Is there anything else you guys would like to discuss on this day?
So, Valinar, what happened?
Let's see what. Oh, what did I say to you guys about the shadow before I walked out? Did I say his name, Nadon?
Yes.
Okay.
Though that's all you said.
Oh, also that it said run. But that means nothing.
Yeah. Well, the last thing my mentor, Father Nadon, told me before he, I presume, died, was run.
Oh.
Why?
You remember when I told you I was kind of going to be executed by my own temple?
He's the one who told you to run away.
He's the one who broke me out of jail.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. That explains a few things.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. He kind of told me to run when he created a massive wall of fire, and from what I remember, essentially lit the entire temple on fire. I don't remember him ever getting out.
So...
And that's that.
So the shadow that supposedly is following you, do you think it's related?
Bonner just kind of shrugs. Anymore, I have no idea. The only thing I know is that was his voice telling me to run.
What are the odds that the same people who are imprisoning you and plan to execute you where you're from would find you here?
About the saying that any of us would be found by our people?
Oh, right.
Well, yeah.
Sorry, my screen just flashed.
And if
My
that's
fault,
the
make it a
case... Huh?
I was so basically what I did, if you look at your character sheet, Valinar, I highlighted a thing so that I would remember for later.
Oh.
Okay. I just...
Yeah. So
saw
when
my
it
thing
updated
flash.
on my end, it also ended up updated on your end.
Okay, I don't really see anything different, but okay.
So,
Oh,
Back to
well, maybe it did. Maybe
what-
it still needs to be refreshed.
Okay.
back to what Dinok said. Katya kind of looks to the side and says, "Well, if that's the case, maybe Valinar should run because I've already been contacted by my father."
What? Wait, what? Wait, what? What?
I used to write to my parents on a regular basis. They write me letters. I stopped seeing them in person at least a couple years ago. After my incident, I didn't want them to know what was going on. But I'm guessing since my father didn't get my last letter, he decided to start looking for me.
And he sent
were-
someone?
No. He used the spell sending. But that's incredibly expensive because it is so hard to find. So he probably put a small fortune down just trying to find out if I'm alive.
And Denog just kind of leans back as he sighs. Fucking sending?
Sending, and I just like, is there like a watermelon nearby?
What?
No.
This is breakfast.
You have
I'm
a
going-
plate?
I'm going to. Is my plate? My plate is probably empty by now. I'm going to fucking send the plate.
Oh, no!
Wrong kind of sending card. Wrong kind of sending.
Do I have to do a dodge?
I mean, I guess the question is, where are you yeeting it?
I'm just straight. I just go fucking sending, and I just.
Oh shit! I was sitting across from him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
probably
say-
in front of me.
Oh,
Fuck!
Actually, I kind of envision something else. So I'm kind of thinking you just like effing sending, and you just smack it like with whichever hand is your dominant, and it'll go sailing in that opposite direction. So
Yeah.
is Cardin left or right-handed?
Cardin is right-handed. So,
Alright, so who is on your left?
that's a good question.
I feel like that'd probably be me.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Okay. Cardin, make a strength check for me.
oh no!
Oh god.
9.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
not bad.
So you slap the plate, and it kind of goes tumbling through the air. Valinor, you watch as the plate pretty much just goes rolling by your face, almost for a moment, seeing the reflection of your face as you're like, whoa, and it on the floor.
Oh,
You're
I'm not paying for that.
Arden.
What do we say about destruction of other people's property?
Do it?
No. That is
no! That's the wrong kind of sending, Cardin. What I mean by sending is magic. It allows you to send a message over pretty much an infinite amount of space. You could talk to somebody that is on another island, in this example, or from the surface to another island.
I connect to Kadia through my mind link, and I say sent.
Stronger than that. Stronger. Oh, wait. Cardin hears a female voice. Stronger than that.
Stronger than that.
Oh!
Also, Cardin, you're charged an additional 3 copper pieces for the plate.
Okay. Now I have to do math.
Oh yeah, shouting the yeet of the plate.
And Valinar's gonna lean back and he's gonna go, Cardin, completely different topic. You're the only other Kalashtar I've ever met. Have you ever had a dream?
No.
The fuck was that?
I've never had a dream. I don't think any of the Kalashtar that I know has ever had a dream.
You know other Kalashtar? What?
Is that a
You
thing?
know what Kalashtar are.
I am Kalashtar.
Yeah, I've already determined the myth about only one existing at any given time's wrong.
Well, the fact that he knows other Kalashtar, apparently, yet he didn't know what Kalashtar were until we learned you both were through someone else.
He's probably putting 2 and 2 together right now.
He doesn't even know what 1 and 1 is.
He's probably putting 0 and 0.
2. 1 and 1 is 2. I hold up 2 fingers. Both like I'm holding up the number 1. I hold up 2 fingers and I say 2.
Okay, so he doesn't know what that is.
To be fair, I am also not an orphan.
It took 3
Ouch.
weeks for him to add it, but he was able to add it.
But by the way, at the orphan comment, you see Balinar cringe a little bit.
Okay.
No, Balinar is not an orphan. I'm saying that to Rip, just how he viewed himself as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anyways... So, you had a dream?
I don't know if it was a dream. It was confusing as all shit.
As dreams often are.
Balinar just kind of stops and thinks to himself,
You remember the place in which the dream took
Yeah.
place. You've been down that hallway before.
Well, he's trying to think of anything in the dream that was weird, like dream weird. No, nothing. Nothing in that was really, well, given the fact I've never dreamed before, nothing in it was really dream weird. It was almost too realistic. That and I was in someone else's body.
Oh, I know that feeling.
We know.
It's unsettling.
You ever get the feeling you're in someone else's body, but the body looks almost exactly like yours, except for a few small differences?
I don't know that feeling.
Yeah.
So, was it a memory? Or
No,
a vision?
pretty sure it wasn't a memory.
Maybe a vision of things to come?
Looks over to Denock and goes, "Do you know of any magic that can force a vision into someone's head? Or anything like that?"
Would that be an Arcanus?
Yeah.
Because off the top of my head, I don't have any spells that would. 19.
19. Let me double check my spells, because I have one that comes to the top of my head, but I also want to make sure that I'm not just blowing smoke out of the water. One second here. Oh, that one. The major image comes to your mind initially, but you know that you're unsure if that spell can be projected onto somebody's subconscious, essentially. That one definitely comes to mind. You would think Dream as well. Let's see here. 19, you're not aware of those. Yeah, I'm gonna say though that would be the big one. It would come to project image might be one that would work. Again, you're not sure if it could be projected into somebody's subconscious or not, but as that one is a higher level spell, it is possible. Unfortunately, these other spells you're just not aware of due to the roll.
All right. So to Valinar, I say none that do exactly that I can think of. There's a few that might if you twist the spell enough, but even then I'm unsure as I don't know those spells myself.
Okay. Shit. Honor kind of leans back, whistles, and goes, well, there that idea goes.
No, that's not to say it doesn't exist. We could... I don't know. We still have a day, yes? And we have... We might be able to get back into that library in the tower, maybe?
That was yesterday. So it is... I'm pretty sure I already updated the time log. So you guys still... so today is 16 of 21 in terms of when the summit will be held. So you guys still have 5 days to do whatever you would like. However, you guys do know to travel from here to the summit location would take about a day and a half.
And we want to stop by Zio's and tell him that we've delivered all the letters.
Okay. That would be a 2-day trip. Again, from Dagbor to the summit location would be about a day and a half.
Valonar's gonna sigh and goes, thinking about this isn't gonna do me any good. Let's just keep moving with what we need to get done. Deal with it on my own time.
So, other than the spells I need to pick up, does anyone else have anything we need to do before we leave? Might as well get there early.
Well,
After all, if you're not early, you're late.
I would like to see about having my robes repaired. And Katya looks at his tattered robes that have seen quite a lot of action in the last 3 weeks.
Are you wanting to go to a tailor in the lower district here?
Yes.
A common ward, I guess I should say.
It's about all I could afford at this point, I'm sure. Worst case scenario, if I can't afford it at a tailor, maybe there's somebody who knows magic that can fix it.
Right. Okay. So there was a tailor in the Crown Ward that you could have visited, but you chose not to. Instead, you were going to go to the general store to see if you could purchase patch material or to just pick up new robes.
Yes.
Okay.
I wanted to go to the tailor, but I wanted to go to the library in the Crown District more. I couldn't do
Yeah.
both.
Okay. Alright, so you guys are gonna go to the general store then.
Yes.
I am.
Is the whole party going, or is this gonna be a...
I might as well go.
May as well.
I mean, it's a store. We might as well go.
Mm-hmm. So the general store is easy enough to find. It is one of the larger buildings in the common ward. On your way there, though, however, I would like everybody to roll a perception check.
Oh no.
Perception.
Huh.
18. Ah.
That's lower than my passive.
Yeah, I rolled more than my passive.
Yeah, I don't like how that works at times too, but sometimes it does.
Means you're trying too hard.
Either way, Katya.
Uh-oh.
Something seems off. Not necessarily that that you can see it, but it almost feels like you guys are being watched. Maybe even followed. You don't see anybody, but you just got this nagging feeling.
I'm going to use message to speak with my comrades.
Okay.
And I'm going to say the same thing to each of them. Call me paranoid, but I have a feeling somebody's following us.
Each and every one of you can respond to that message if you so desire.
What the fuck?
There's your response. And your response. Valinar?
Well, did you see anyone? And he's just gonna create a mind link to make it easier.
There you go.
Thank you. Sadly, no. But I just had this feeling that there's somebody spying on us. Call it a sense of dread.
Sense of dread. Balinar's just gonna kind of turn and walk backwards for a little while.
Well, just make it obvious, why don't you?
Hey, if you make it obvious, you might notice someone screw up.
Do you see anybody?
Probably not. 'Cause I assume we're using the same perception.
Yeah. At this point in time, you do not see
Yeah.
anybody trailing you guys.
Oh, I don't notice anything.
But eventually, you arrive at the general store. You are greeted by a female dwarf. The general store, by the way, the name of it is the Bronze Chariot. And there's a female dwarf who kind of, as you guys step in, who's kind of got this almost maid-like apron with this different, almost checkered kind of a shirt, kind of and dress combination, and she just goes, "Oh, good day. Well, good day there. How can I help you?"
I'm trying to find some way to repair my robes. They've seen better days.
Aye, that they have, lad. Is there a certain kind of material they've been made out of?
Silk.
Silk? She kind of flips through a ledger. I can do silk. Are you wanting the repair or the replacement?
That's a good question. We are on a bit of a time crunch here. How long would it take to do a repair, and how much would it cost?
The repair? Well, that depends on the damage. She kind of steps around from behind the counter and begins to look you over. Most of your wounds are fairly narrow. Burn marks. She's like, well, there's been quite a bit of damage. Let's see. If you wanted them done today, I could have them done by this evening, but that would run you... 20 gold for the rush order.
Okay. But how much... Well, it is silk, guys. It's not exactly cheap. But how much would it be to replace them entirely? Maybe something a little more sturdy than what I've already got.
She grabs the material and and starts moving your arms, taking measurements, and well, this silk here is already fairly sturdy, so it's already more sturdy than what kind of the silk that you would have here, most likely. For a complete replacement, and she finishes taking your measurements. It wouldn't necessarily be as sturdy as what you got. You wanted sturdy, I would recommend visiting a leather shop for some armor. Although we might have some in the back. She thinks for a moment. A total replacement, including a set of armor for you, would run you... Oh, I consult... Okay. Give me a second while I write things down.
And make you do maths.
I mean, it's not difficult math, it's just a matter of, pulling it together, I guess. Because everything's going to be in a different spot. Okay.
Out of game, though, and as a player who's never had to deal with this, what happens if I wear armor I am not proficient in?
You gain no benefits of it.
No benefits.
Yep.
So it wouldn't really affect my armor class any if I decided to wear leather with my robes.
I mean, you would not gain any benefit to it. However, you would still have the weight of the armor. So, for example, leather armor. So the studded leather armor, which is what was recommended, weighs 13 pounds. That weight is considered into what would be considered encumbered. So that's essentially just 13 pounds of weight that are literally doing nothing for you.
Yeah. Okay.
And in some cases, depending on what it does, you may suffer some penalties, but leather armor would not have
any special benefit.
Oh wait, right here it says if you wear armor that you lack proficiency with, you have disadvantage on any ability check, saving throw, or attack rolls that involve strength or dexterity, and you can't cast spells. I thought that only applied to heavy armor, but that just says any armor.
Oof, where did you read that at? I gotta see that.
It's underneath armor and shields in the PHB.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. Okay. And you're still wanting to rush order on a full makeover, correct?
Can we just repair what I've got?
Aye. We can do that.
Because I don't see myself wearing armor in the near future. I kind of like to breathe.
We're gonna be breathing just fine. Hand over the clothing.
Katya looks down at his robes and begrudgingly takes them off. Even though he wants to repair, but he doesn't want to part with them.
Okay. Alright, so you hand over your robes. The agreed upon price for that was 20 gold pieces for the repair.
Do I pay now or later?
Well, I mean, up to you. You pay now, I won't have to worry about, giving it back to you. You pay later. Once you pay me, I'll give you your robes back.
I'll go ahead and pay now.
Okay.
So I hand over 20 gold pieces.
Okay. Also, don't forget, that does lower your armor class by 1.
Temporarily, yes.
For now, yeah. Due to the robes that you have. So.
Question for Rip.
Yeah.
Would Valinor know if he could get a disguise kit here?
You could get a disguise kit here, yeah.
Okay.
The general
Valinor
the general store has pretty much your non-magical items. Let's see here. You're looking for a disguise kit?
Yes.
Okay, well, right there is what I want. Okay, here we go.
Guys?
Yeah?
Guys?
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh,
What?
no.
Okay, we
okay.
can hear him, but he couldn't hear us, so... Can you hear us now?
Okay.
We could hear you.
Yeah, we could hear you, you just couldn't hear us.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah, it happens sometimes, I guess. Okay,
It's
a
normal.
for you. A disguise kit will cost 25 gold pieces.
Yeah. Gonna go ahead and get one.
Okay, you go ahead and purchase one. Alright. Is there anything else anybody else is interested in at the general store?
Oh. I have my singular healing potion. So,
I want to look around, see what they've got while they're all doing things.
Okay. Is there anything particular you are looking for?
Something.
really.
Yeah, I'm just kind of window shopping.
Okay. It seems that they have a lot of like equipment packs. They have tools of various natures. There are some regular items that you would find in a household items. They have a few musical instruments in the area as well. Looks like they have some items for either for mounts or for beast of burden or
I want to see how my claw does on a lute string. Like, does my claw scratch at the string and... I don't sharpen them, so...
Right, and I imagine they're a little more rounded, so I imagine they're more rounded than like what a dragon's claw would be. So I would say like you pluck at it, boing. It doesn't seem to damage it, at least not visibly anyway.
Carden is... Yeah.
How much for the loot?
For the loot there, the loot itself is 35 gold pieces. I'm going right off of the
Might
book,
stand a better
guys.
chance of making your own.
I put it back down.
It is a crafted instrument, so...
Do you have a general one? One a bit cheaper?
I mean, we could... I mean, I could, I don't know. Do you do what? If you guys are looking to buy more in bulk, I'll cut you some kind of a discount. So basically, if you buy a lot of crap, she'll throw in a discount.
In that
Don't
case,
think-
I'm gonna look for magical items.
This place is primarily mundane items, so not a whole lot of magic here.
So I found all 0 magic items.
Pretty much. There is a lot of like, household items here. There's rope, there's nails, there's small working hammers, there are brooms, that kind of a thing. And
So
then
what you're
you
saying
have
is
different kits and
it's-
stuff.
It's the normal stuff you'd find in a general store,
Yes.
generally speaking.
Generally speaking, yeah.
Okay.
And like I said, there are other, mundane items here. Like obviously they had the disguise kit that Valinar wanted. They have other tools and stuff like that that you could acquire. They have different packs. If there's any kind of packs or anything like that that you guys are interested in.
I don't imagine herbalism kit is overly large. I don't suppose they'd have a second one that maybe I can fit in my pack as well. Increase my number of vials, that is.
Let's see. An herbalism kit. An herbalism kit runs 5 gold.
Ah, perfect. I'll go ahead and pick up another one of those.
Okay.
Let's make that 2 herbalism kits. And 5 gold shy. Done.
In terms of if you're wanting a cheaper loot, I mean, they could probably arrange one that is cheaper, but you're not sure how well it would hold up.
Yeah, like, I forget which one said it, but yeah, probably be better off making it. I think it was Kadia.
That was me.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, do they have any bagpipes here?
Wanna play Amazing Grace?
No, they do not.
Darn. I don't know how to
Right.
play any instruments, so I was just trying to. Oh, this one looks like fun.
Oh, excuse me. Is there anything else anybody is looking for?
Cardin is going to. He's going to look to see if there's any because I just realized that Cardin actually does not have any rope. So Cardin is going to see if he can get some rope. Or chain, one of the two.
Okay. Rope would be easy enough to acquire. I just gotta find the rope. See how much it's worth. We'll call it. Oh wait, it might be here. Here we go. We'll say you can get 50 feet of hempen rope for a gold piece.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, that's what it says here. Or you could go for silk rope for 10 gold pieces.
I'm not Kadia.
I can't see him wearing.
10 times the price, half the weight. Okay.
Cardin does not care about weight too much.
Wow.
What's wrong, Red?
No. I was just looking down from the hemp rope at a spyglass because it just caught my eye. A spyglass is 1,000 gold pieces.
What?
Yeah. Why?
I think it's because
It's just an item.
Yeah, but to be fair, when playing with it, it basically gives you advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. So, it kind of makes sense. That is the most expensive,
Mundane thing.
mundane item I've ever seen.
I'd rather have a warhorse.
All right. All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do in Tolus?
Like I said, go get my spell scrolls.
Okay. I believe you've already paid for those, right?
Oh, jeez. I kind of want to say I paid half then.
Okay. So you'll have to go back and pay the other half.
Does that sound right to you guys?
What?
I've
Kinda
paid
sounds
half
right
for my
to me.
scrolls.
I paid the other half for pickup. Oh yeah, because you were having them transcribed, weren't you?
Mhm.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Let me see. Did I write down? I write so many things down and then I forget if I've written it down or not. Like I wrote it down there. Okay. Do you recall what scrolls they were?
Oh, God.
They were first level scrolls, I remember that.
I want to say one of them was Shocking Grasp. I don't know.
Magic.
Well, we will look into it. You are not buying anything of higher than a first level. And it would have been
It was session 18, somewhere near the end. So go back and rewatch the video.
let's see. The cantrip would have been. You were picking up 2, correct?
Yes.
So it would have been, I want to say 150 gold for the 2, and I think you paid half or so up front. We'll look into it. We'll just say for the time being that you have your scrolls.
Yeah.
And we will pick up. We will find out how much it was, what it would have cost, that kind of a thing, and just kind of go from there. Because I do not remember off the top of my head, and I didn't write it down for whatever reason. Or if I did, I don't know where I wrote it down at.
And I wanted to get the spells on my sheet, but I was told to wait.
Oh well. Okay. I don't remember. We'll look into it. But we'll say for the sake of this, you have them, and we'll look into them maybe during the break or something. So. All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do in Tolus before we say that you guys set out? Because I believe you guys.
I'd like to pick.
Your guys' next stop is at Dagbor.
I'd like to pick up my robes before we leave.
It'll be evening before those are done, just so you know.
I know. But I ain't leaving Tullus until I got him back.
Alright, so are you guys wanting to leave the following morning then?
How long is it until the summit?
Roughly 5 days.
Yeah, we could probably... Yeah, I mean, we could start out. Cardin's all for getting out of the city.
Tomorrow morning will be 4 days, but that should be plenty of time to walk to Dagbor and then to the summit meeting place.
If we're lucky, Mayor Zio might arrange transportation for us.
Perhaps. Alright, then is there anything else you guys would like to do during the day today?
Nope.
Okay.
Not really. Cardin is good.
Alright. Then we will say, for the sake of brevity, Katya, you have picked up your robes and redonned
Sweet.
them. I am also going to say that sense of being watched did not leave you, Katya, while you guys were out and about. Not necessarily when you're in the tavern, but while you were out and about.
I've been keeping my eyes open.
Okay. But eventually you guys all find your beds for the night. Yeah, your scrolls are probably transcribed. We'll look those up here in a bit, Dinoc. And you guys eventually drift off to sleep, and the next morning will be yours when we come back from a short break.
Yay!
Because we're halfway through, so this is an excellent opportunity to take a break. So guys, we'll be back here in just a few minutes, so bear with us.
Washington has a
All
higher
right,
minimum.
thank you guys for bearing with us through that break.
We got distracted.
Well, distracted.
We had to do some
refreshed.
lookups and such.
we did
Mineral?
we did get Dinak his spells, his Mind Link and Shocking Grass, both of which are cantrips. But and then you bought paper and ink to transcribe those, so you're good on that end. With that, then, it is the next morning for you guys.
Dun-dun-dun.
What would you guys like to do?
Eat breakfast and leave.
Yeah. Because we had to wait on my robes, which is my fault. Sorry, guys. We don't have a whole lot of time to waste around here. We gotta get breakfast. We gotta get moving.
Okay. Alrighty. You guys have breakfast. I'm gonna say 3 silver pieces for all of y'all, for each of you, except for Carden, because Carden's portions are 5. Because you eat a lot.
I do.
So, if you want Carden portion meals, it's 5 silver. If you're fine with just regular stuff, it's 3.
I forgot how to spell Dagbor. It's been a while.
Aye, that it has.
It's like it's been a few weeks or something.
Only a
Oh,
few.
right? Crazy.
Oof, I think the last time I had to spell it was before we got Auto. Was
Do
it
you need the spelling of it?
DAGBOHR or something like that?
DAGBOHR, yep.
No, I was close. Let me fix that. My notes had to be semi-accurate. Close enough. Alright.
Alright.
Minor mistake.
As you guys collect yourselves and Auta, you guys begin to travel, heading
Fast
almost
travel.
due north. No,
No, we're not fast traveling.
you guys have not unlocked that ability yet.
No
Yeah,
teleport
not-
crystals?
We have
Well, that was
not
on
unlocked
Marina's
the
special.
teleportation circle.
You guys manage to begin leaving the city. I'm gonna have everybody go ahead and roll a perception check again
Oh boy.
Oh,
on the way out of
oh,
the
oh no.
18.
Nat 1.
19. Too bad Enoch doesn't get to keep the 20.
Yeah.
Do I see the city gates?
Not with a natural 1. Kadia, you blink and you're outside of the town.
What? How? Okay.
Everybody's with you. You zoned out apparently.
Yeah.
None of you guys notice anything.
Dang.
You guys continue on your way out. Yeah, I rolled really well, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
You guys continue your way out of town, and eventually the sound of the city fades.
Oh.
And the
Is it bad?
sounds, and the sounds of the forest and wilderness begins to overtake it.
I'm gonna miss you, Tellus.
Don't beat yourself up
Finally.
there, lad. We'll be back someday.
Finally, forest. Cardin's just like, forest. Thank you.
Hey, did we ever check out the Bleeding Forest or whatever it's called?
No.
I think we were specifically told to stay away from it.
Why?
And with how you were interested in that other forest, I'm not chancing it.
Nah. What's a little bit of danger every now and then?
Well, if you don't want to go home ever again,
Um,
leave your father worrying about you to death.
well, when you put it that way, I guess it would be a good idea to try and stay alive.
I have to get back to my wife.
Whoa, you're married?
Yes.
What's it like being married?
It has its ups and downs.
Oh, I bet. Is she pretty?
Most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
I would hope if she's your wife.
And I'm gonna guess that she's nice.
That's why I said it.
And I suppose she's awfully nice, too.
As long as you stay on her good side. Otherwise, you're receiving a warhammer to the face.
Oh. I didn't realize you married a
Champion will be
barbarian.
a gladiatorial arena, actually.
Oh, so now you two have something in common.
She's a barbarian. Like Carden here.
What?
Ooh. Wow. That's interesting. How did that happen?
Well... It's gonna sound cliched, but we were childhood friends. Next door neighbors. Grew up together.
Wait. Oh, okay, a barbarian that lived next door in a house?
Not all... quote, barbarians are... savages. Sorry, Carden, but that's the only way to describe her.
I don't think he takes offense.
He's still laughing maniacally.
I say, I'm like, you haven't even seen Savage yet. And I sort of just,
You drink
Oh,
a
dear.
gallon. You drink a gallon of honey mead, and we haven't seen Savage.
yes.
You describe drinking a lot as savage?
Well, as someone who doesn't drink a lot, yes.
Alright then.
You should meet my father.
Was that a proposal? Oh, never mind.
You got me. Right as I was taking. You got me right as I was taking a drink of water.
Sorry.
Right out of left field, that's the perfect way.
I couldn't even finish swallowing. So I like spat it back.
Gosh.
Okay, we're good now.
Well then.
That almost sounds like the most appropriate response right there.
Honestly, I think in character Carden would have done that too. That would have been like exactly at that moment too.
I just had a drink of my flask. Holy crap.
Yeah. You just see like water just spew out of Carden's mouth as he breaks down laughing and coughing.
Oh, I see. You're too good for me. Right.
I prefer women.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll just pretend that I'm okay, and I'll just keep walking.
I lean over to Valinar. What's the problem?
What's their problem? Pretty sure Katia has a crush on Carden. I don't think Carden's fully picked up on the fact that Katia is actually a girl that somehow ended up in a guy's body.
Oh, right, that is a thing.
So I think there's a little bit of confusion on both their ends.
You think we should try and help them get together?
Can I try and listen in on what they're saying?
No.
Okay.
I think it's funnier this way.
Yeah, fair.
I don't know. I think it's kind of funnier to let them keep at it like that.
Well, we'll see where it goes then.
Yeah, let's just see what happens.
As you guys are walking, at this point in time, it's been several hours. You're probably getting close to 5-6 o'clock in the evening or so. You guys have walked a significant ways away from the town of Tolis when Valinar and Carden, you guys have the highest passive perceptions. You guys notice shadows above, kind of flying above you. Kind
Oh no!
Out in front of you.
And
They look humanoid.
Oh no!
the hell?
Huh? What? You got to be more specific.
You not see the shadows? The flying human?
As he points it out, the rest of you guys kind of see this shadow that's kind of flying with you, or somewhat.
I look up.
Oh, I can actually see them now.
Yeah, it looks like a humanoid figured shadow.
Oh, well.
Like, are we talking a shadow figure or an actual shadow on the ground?
An actual shadow on the ground. As you look up, I was getting to that.
Okay.
As you look up, Dinak, you see way up in the air, a couple small. They almost look like small birds from here.
Oh no.
As you kind of look up and notice, the small dots of the birds get a little bit smaller, and then they start getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Incoming!
They're coming
Roll
for
a
us.
nature check for me, dude, because you're the one currently looking up.
Me?
Yep. 14. Okay. As you are readying, like as you guys are like, what in the they get to about roughly 60 feet away from you. Well, no, it'd be a little closer. It'd be about 60-ish, ballparking 60 feet away from you. And you realize what these are. These are Parringtons. Parrington Falcons.
Paragon?
Paragon.
No, Parrington. Peryton.
Okay.
And with your nature check,
Hello?
Yeah.
hello, welcome.
I like to say for a moment here that Discord left me in suspense. It's like as they get closer, about 60 feet or so, you see that they are. Yeah, they're what? What are they? Tell me.
They're
Discord is not like you tonight.
So
And it doesn't like me
PER
very much tonight.
Yeah, this is weird. And with your nature check, you remember that Parringtons have an unnatural hunger for human flesh. And I would like everybody to roll initiative.
What are these
Oh
things?
no!
Oh, yay!
What is this?
I don't know
Initiative.
why I did that so quick.
Oh no! these
Remember,
creatures. What
click
are
on
the
your
creatures?
character.
Yep.
I gotta delete.
I missed that
Okay, I
part.
rolled before my character was up.
Well, I rolled
17.
shit.
Oh, you want me just to roll again?
No, you're. I think you guys are okay.
What are these creatures called?
Mine just didn't get added to the turn order. That's why I asked.
You're on there.
Arden, did you roll the same thing twice?
You did.
Wow.
How'd you do that?
Wow. Magic.
Because I wanted to go first.
Also, Denoc, I want to point out, your initiative was the same thing as it was last time.
Was it?
Yeah, 7s. Change.
Can I get new dice for initiative?
Oh, there's 3 of them. Okay. Well,
And I rolled not bad.
Hey, Rip,
Okay. Yeah,
did you want me to just roll again so that mine's out?
oh man.
it's already on there. You rolled a 13. I also think you rolled the same thing that you did before because I already.
But it's not on the turn order
I'm
list.
not on the turn order.
Oh, it's
list.
not on over there. Oh, that's
Yeah.
weird. It's on my screen.
Oh, okay.
Uh oh.
You know
Well,
what I'll
that's
do?
weird.
I'll just hack it and do it
Okay.
this way.
All right.
Magic.
Yeah, it was on my screen. Carton, what's your dex mod?
My dex mod is 2.
All right, you just beat them out then. Also, I gotta
He's done
replace
so
them.
first.
I gotta replace them because I was not anticipating this. I was just kind of throwing them on a map together, and I'm replacing you guys. Probably right about there is probably where you would actually be. The NPC is Auto.
Uh oh.
So, just so that you know, I'm also giving Auto
Oh no.
armor class and hit
Oh, yeah.
points.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because... And then you guys should have control of your characters. So, with that brings us to top of the turn order with Carden. The creatures are currently 60 feet in the air above you guys.
How big are they?
They are considered medium creatures.
Okay. 60 feet?
Yep.
I'm going to ready my maul and rage.
Rattle. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Everybody's like, and...
You're like, come on, dumbass.
Alright, so you are raging. Okay.
I am mad at these birds.
For whatever reason.
And to kind as they now that it's their turn, they
pooped on him.
begin to-
That's why he's
they
mad.
Begin, yeah, they begin to dive towards you guys. As they get real close, you guys notice that they have the body and wings of a large bird of prey, like a falcon almost, but the head itself is that of a stag.
The fuck? Never seen that before.
Motherfucker, what?
They're interesting creatures for sure. This one
That's
is
terrifying.
going to. We're gonna do. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you're closer. He would be there. They're gonna do that kind of a maneuver. Okay. So first off, we're gonna go the attack on Valinar to begin with.
All right, warding flare.
Okay. So disadvantage.
Nope.
You're like, I've been hurt enough in this area.
So, right for disadvantage on the attacks or
Yep.
the first attack.
Yep.
Okay,
Hey,
so-
Rip,
yeah.
Skelly,
Huh?
Skelly, bro.
Oh.
Oh yeah, where's he at?
He's around. He's just hanging out. There he is. We'll put him there. Give me 1 second, and I'll give you control. Oh wait, you don't need nameplate. There you go. All right, you should have control. Okay.
Testing.
All right, good thing warding flare because that first one was high. The second one is going to miss.
Yeah.
But the first attack, as it kind of and just barely misses you with its gore attack, it begins to flap upward and it's going to attempt to scratch at you with its talon attack, which it does not have disadvantage on. So that is a soft 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay, and it gets all of this.
Oh no.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, it kind of does.
You suffer. Oh no.
Oh, that's a great sound.
16 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
Yeah, I rolled really well on that damage. And then it uses the rest of its movement to fly 30 feet in the air. And you do not get an attack of opportunity from it.
Yeah, because I used my
Yes, yeah, you do not get that. Now, the one on Cardiff, as it dives down in an attempt to gore you.
Cardin is going to try and hit it as it attempts to gore him because of his ready. Because I have the ready action.
Yeah, okay, go ahead and make an attack roll on it. As it comes within melee. Elder action. Oh, buddy.
Oh no!
A 12
12.
just misses.
No!
Oh, buddy.
I just wanted to like smack it out of the sky. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
Okay. Same thing with Valinar. It misses with its gore attack, but on its way back up, it's going to attempt to rake you with its talons. That is 23 to hit.
On Valnar?
No, on you.
Oh yeah, no. That I thought you said on its way back up it would try and attack Valnar, but
No.
that
no,
hits me. No, that totally hits me.
Over there trying to redirect it. No, don't hit me, hit that guy.
Oh, come on. Why did I roll less on you than I did Valinar?
I don't know.
So that is 12 points of piercing damage reduced to 6 because you're raging.
Lucky.
I rage.
Yeah, you are raging.
Cardin rages more.
Okay, there it went. Wait, I'm really confused right now. Your okay. So
I'm not. I'm
your
saying like.
skeleton was here on my screen, but on the stream it was still where it is now. So
What?
yeah. So
Okay.
that actually makes an interesting point for me. Is your skeleton standing here, or is it one square over?
It's next to me.
Okay, then it's actually going to. Then these attacks are actually going to be placed on the skeleton, since it would be the closest target.
Oh no.
So the first attack, 7.
That misses,
that
doesn't
hit?
it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the AC is like 13 or 14.
I'm checking. 13. No,
13?
14.
14. Okay, well this one is a 14 on the die, so it hits. This one does. And it takes. Oh, I forgot to. I'll come back to it. So that is. Oof. That is 19 points of piercing damage.
Sorry about
to your
that.
skeleton.
Well, bye-bye, Skelly Boy.
Okay.
Oh,
and
no.
He is down. Wow. Also, just so that you guys know, each of these creatures fly 30 feet back into the air.
You didn't declare it
Yeah.
at first.
Hmm?
I'm just salty.
Well, as it comes down and makes these attacks, it flies back into the air. Cardin, as it leaves your reach, you do not get an attack of opportunity.
I go, huh?
The birds have an ability called flyby. The parenting does not provoke an attack of opportunity when it flies out of an enemy's reach.
Okay.
That's broken.
Nah.
After the fight, I'll tell you what CR these creatures are. That ends their turn. Katya.
5.
Katia.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah,
I didn't hear him say anything.
I did.
Okay. Oh, you must have cut out like when you did, because all I heard was silence.
Oh,
Okay.
my bad. I can turn the volume up a little bit if that'll help.
I don't think that's it. I think it's Discord.
Okay.
I blame Discord. Discord is causing Discord. Okay. Anyways. Alright. So Katya, seeing these creatures flying around, decides to take the defensive position by casting Mirror Image first thing. Bloop.
Okay. Oh, right, that's a spell.
That's a spell, yes.
Sorry, I gotta get my table out.
Surprise.
Roll your charisma check.
Here we go. Boom, charisma. 7. No way.
That is a failure. I need you to roll a D100.
Give me a fun one. 5.
5.
Boom.
Straight up, just 5.
Oof.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. The effects take place. What is your next move?
Well, first I need my mirror images.
Are
My
your,
duplicate. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh, okay.
There you go.
There we go. And then I'm going to drain. How many sorcery points is it? 2 sorcery points. There we go. To cast Eldritch Blast. Nope. And I'm targeting this one right. Oh, cursor.
Give me
Right
one
there.
second, actually.
Uh-oh. your second's up.
I know, I'm pulling something up just because it's, for whatever reason this thing is way out of order. Okay, okay. You go to cast Eldritch Blast, and as you begin formulating the vocal components, you watch as pink bubbles begin to float out of your mouth, and you are unable to speak.
Oh man, not that one. Fantastic.
Do we notice this?
Yes, you and Valinar do, because you guys are right beside him.
Bloop bloop bloop.
But that is your bonus action.
Man, this will be a good time to have subtle spell.
Oh
well.
Do you want to move with your turn? It is 30 feet in the air, so it's not going to attack you if you leave.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and move with my group. Let's see.
Taking your posse with you?
Yeah. Let's see. Shit. Be easier to go that way. Okay. Oh. Whoa. Thank you. How'd you know?
Valinar, that brings to your turn.
Alright, double checking, we are doing potions as a bonus action for ourselves, right?
Yes. For
Okay.
yourself, yes.
Okay, that's what I want to check. So for my action, I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Yeah. I don't like the rule that it takes an action to
Okay, I don't know
drink
why
a
I did that. I'll
potion.
just check it out. I
Spirit
don't know why it
Guardians?
rolled. I was trying to put the description out.
Okay.
15 feet within me. Anyone in my party is not affected by the little angels. Anytime anything enters that 15 feet, they have to make a Wisdom save. Sorry. Well, within it, their speed is halved. If they enter for the first time on a turn or start their turn there, they must make a Wisdom save. On a failed save, they take 3d8 Radiant or 3d8 Necrotic damage. Radiant, because I'm good. On a save, they take half that. It's not letting me highlight it, put it in the thing, sorry.
That's fine. I understand what the spell does. I gave you a radius.
Cool.
Don't. There we go. Now it shows up. That'll be taken in consideration because at the moment none of them are within 15 feet of you.
Yep.
But when they come within 15 feet of you, they'll be affected. Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And then my bonus action is taking my health.
Or start their turn there.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll for your healing.
Oops. Seven.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay. That's it for me. Drop that. There we go. And I am now concentrating.
Wait. I don't know what I just did. Don't mind me.
We don't know what you did, or we didn't see anything.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
I deleted it. Apparently, I don't know why, but I could drag the dice from Valinar's roll here and put them on the board.
Oh, it's way down there in the corner.
Like,
Yeah, just
what is
don't.
what is the purpose of that?
I don't know. Just don't.
Just don't. Okay.
Okay.
I won't.
All right. That brings us to Denock.
Hockey. So I look at my buddy, who is down again,
Who just got freaking bowling balled.
and I just mutter, "Utterly freaking useless, aren't you?" And try and blind the one who nicked my buddy.
Okay. This is a what kind of roll?
Constitution saving.
Constitution. Natural 1.
Okay, it is blinded.
It is. Let me find a good one for that. We'll do that, I guess. Okay.
And I have no bonus spells. Quit asking, please.
Well, I never know if you want to do anything with your.
You can punch with your bonus action.
A mage punching.
At something
Hey, I've
that's
tried it.
30 feet in the air.
Prepare punch.
Yeah. Okay.
But you can't hold bonus actions.
Okay.
I don't have a bonus action to hold.
Cardin.
Yes. It's
not
back to
your turn.
Cardin. Cardin is going to hold his attack action until something comes close to him.
Okay.
Because
Also, I just realized this, but last time, you have 2 attack actions.
yeah,
So make sure you do both attacks next time. I kind of forgot about that last round.
yeah. I thought about it and I was like, it's the first attack. He might not like think about it himself.
It was my fault. I forgot about it. So all right. So you're holding your action until something gets close.
Yes.
Okay. Denock, high or low?
Uh-oh.
Hi.
High. Okay. The bird to the north, for the lack of what's going on here, he is going to take the spot over your skeleton, and he is going to attempt to attack you. The attacks will be at disadvantage due to being blinded. So the first roll. Okay.
That means he entered that zone, right?
Yeah, I'm going
He
to roll
did?
for that next. That's a 12.
Okay.
He
To
misses.
hit. Okay. The save, it's a wisdom save, correct?
Yes.
Foul.
Yeah. 16.
Okay.
That bleeds.
That is a 13.
Alright, so he takes damage. Gonna roll.
Do you roll it when they enter, or do you use the number that you rolled earlier?
It shouldn't have rolled that first time. I don't know why it did.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 3d8.
That's why I was...
And it'll take full damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
Ouch.
That's the good damage.
6, 7,
That is
8
nice.
on 3d8. Ouch.
And its speed is also halved.
Yep.
That hurts.
So it would have been 30 feet up. So, yeah, it wouldn't be able to go anywhere after
Aha!
arriving in a melee with you. And it'll be basically the same thing for the other 2. Just for the sake of math. And easy
Ooh.
numbers.
Dang, that means they're going to take that damage again
Okay.
at the beginning of the next turn.
Well,
it
it'll
would
still be
be
a roll again.
3d8 if they fail the thing,
Yeah.
or half if they
Um,
succeed.
Oh yeah.
Assuming I can
so-
keep it up and I don't get knocked out or
Do
anything.
you, do you have to roll it for each creature, or...
It says. When the creature enters the area for the first time, or on a turn, or starts its turn there, it must make the save. On a failed save, it takes 3d8 radiant damage since I'm good alignment, or half on a success.
Okay, well, I will do the other two here in a minute. Dina,
Okay.
that is a 13 to hit. Nope, 14 to hit, sorry.
Misses.
Misses. Okay, so the two attacks on you miss.
Thank you, blindness.
I will say I'll go ahead and make 2 more wisdom saves, and we'll just let the damage from that last one stand for these other 2 as well.
Okay.
Because that's some
Hey, the
spicy
DC
damage.
The DC
Yeah.
is what? 16?
16, yep.
16? That one makes it, because numbers, barely, but makes it. And that one makes it too. Okay, then.
So half damage.
So half damage, half of 21 will still be 11. So
Woohoo!
still really good damage. Okay. Now we're gonna do the attacks on Cardin. They're gonna get their attacks off first, and then you're gonna have your held
Attacks.
action. Okay.
Okay.
So the first hit, with the gore is a 23.
23 will hit.
Okay, you take. That's some good damage.
Oh no.
You take 23 points of damage reduced to 12.
Still, ouch.
Yeah.
That's some spicy damage.
On 3d8, I rolled 2 8s and a 4.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then the Talon attack. 21.
21 will hit.
That is 10 points of piercing damage reduced to 5.
That's a little bit better.
Yep. And then your held action.
I am going to take swings at it. Will 17 hit?
A 17 will hit.
That'll be 10 damage.
Okay. It is still standing, but it's hurt.
Well, an 18. Smook it.
Hey, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
What's your rage bonus? Because the
have
maul
2.
is not,
Yeah.
yeah, the maul's not factored that in at the moment.
Yeah.
So an 18 does hit. You're still gonna need the second hit to hit it anyway, because it still would be standing. So 18 does hit. 11. That'll be enough.
Yeah.
Crack! As it's unable to leave, you smash it hard into the ground before you. So. Now for the attacks on Valinar. I'm assuming the first one with Warding Flare.
Warding Flare, yep.
Okay. 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Oof.
That's
that
spicy
is-
damage.
I rolled a 15 and a 14. to hit. So this one is going to be as it's diving down on you. That is 13 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution save. DC
21.
10. Right, because of Warcaster, so you're good. Alright, and then as it's attempting to fly away, but has the movement to not do so, it's going to attempt to rake you with its talons. For 21 to hit.
Yeah.
And that is
21.
10 points of piercing damage.
You said 10?
Yeah.
$15.
And you're still good. You're still up?
2 HP.
Oh my god. Alright. Well, on the bright side, these MFers are hurt. Katya. It is now your turn.
That's me.
Ada, as you guys can see, is basically like, oh no, and like basically just crouching behind everybody. He's not really
I guess
a
like
fighter.
as like a freebie, I guess. Before trying to cast any spells, Katya's gonna try and call for help.
More bubbles come out of your mouth.
That's what I thought. It was just a test. So seeing that spellcasting is not going to happen now, he readies his light crossbow and attempts to hit the closest bird to him.
Okay.
So here's hoping I can actually hit something. Oh! Will
That'll
23
hit.
hit?
That'll hit.
Aha! Sweet. Alright. Not going to be much for damage, I'm sure. 9 piercing.
Light crossbows are a D8?
That's what it says here. Let me check here.
I thought light crossbows
Yeah.
were a D6.
Yeah. No, it's a D8, apparently.
Huh. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, because that makes a whole lick of sense. Okay. 9 points of piercing. It is still standing.
And that's about all I can do. So that is my turn then.
Valley!
Okay.
You're hurt.
Valley boy!
Yeah, Valinar is just gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on himself.
Okay.
If it'll actually roll it. There it goes.
Alright. That's 10 healing.
Yay.
That's some poor healing, but you know what?
Yeah.
It got her done. Hey,
He's still
undid
healing.
that last attack.
Yeah. And I don't really have anything I can do for this. So, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, is it still right in front of me?
Yes.
Can I just bonus action punch it?
Sure, you can attempt to, yeah.
That's just a strength check, right?
Correct.
Nope.
Yeah, 12 will miss, unfortunately.
Oh well.
Alright. Dinok. It is right in front of you, but obviously it is blinded. Also, does it get to make a con save at the end of its turn?
Let me check blindness deafness.
At the end of each of its
Make
turns.
a-
Okay.
Yeah, make saving throw.
It did not make it. It rolled a 9.
Okay. Magic
Magic
missile.
missile? That is exactly the amount of damage you needed to put it down.
I'm just like,
Good.
no.
As you let out these beads of force, they impact with a ferocity that puts the bird down.
I mean, that's 2 4s and a 1.
I know.
That's some good damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cardin.
Oh, wait,
Oh, you were gonna do something with your bonus action?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell Otta to get behind me.
You look at Otta behind you?
No, I tell Otta get behind me.
Oh, okay. He will do so when he's able to. He's not like crouched in fear. He's basically like crouched in a I'm like if he needs to, he's gonna bolt kind of a thing. But as of right now, it seems to be okay. So that brings us to Cardin.
Is there any on the ground?
Yes, the one remaining.
Which is right in front of you.
I'm going to mook it.
You're gonna murder sandwich it. Okay, go for it.
I'm going to, yeah.
Yeah, roll to hit. That'll hit.
9. 10.
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
11.
11. Math.
Yes.
It is still standing.
Will a 21 hit?
21 will hit, and that'll kill it. It has 2 HP left.
I think it's smooped.
Okay. You whack, and it dies. And you
It just-
guys...
Disappears from existence.
And eventually, as you guys...
I'm still shooting up bubbles, but I want to go and...
The sounds of the forest return to you guys.
Okay.
Cardin
Move
starts
that over there
flexing.
so that you can... Cardin starts what?
Cardin starts flexing.
Guys.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Katya goes to make some kind of comment. Then just gives a thumbs up. I actually want to come over to this bird that I shot with the crossbow and try to get my bolt back.
Okay, make a survival check.
Bleep, bloop. 13?
Okay. You managed to get it back, but it is covered in viscous.
Ew.
Which means to Katya, it's almost unsalvageable.
Okay.
I rub it on the grass and hope for the best.
I start putting Skelly Boy into my backpack. It's like,
Alright, easy enough.
I seriously need an army of these things.
Bella starts to make a comment and then just leaves it.
Alright. You guys, as the forest kind of begins to, like I said, return to normal around you. Katya, after about 45 seconds or so, your voice returns.
Oh, thank you. As I was trying to say earlier,
There goes the
what would
piece
you do with an army of skeletons?
Well, not lose them constantly.
At least it wasn't the stereotypical answer. Take over the world.
Take what?
You never heard those stories?
They're, I mean, yeah, but those are, like, stories told to keep those who are learning these spells from trying that.
Yeah, where I'm from, necromancy is kind of taboo. We're always taught that you shouldn't mess with the dead. It's kind of frowned upon.
The dead are a bitch to fight.
I don't think so.
Well, we have rules and stories to prevent anyone not affiliated with another priest of the dead from learning such magics.
So it's highly controlled.
Yes. Which is another reason I need to get back before they start asking questions. My teacher can cover for me for some time, but I don't want to risk it.
You're afraid someone might try to take over your world
Yeah.
while you're gone?
No, I'm worried someone may take my wife's body.
Take your what?
My wife is dead.
What?
I thought she was just really sick.
You said that you were married,
One of the two.
Yes.
but does that mean that you're married to a dead woman? What kind of necromancer are you into?
My God.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't even want to think about that. That's sick. Oh,
No.
I knew there was a reason we thought it was taboo. Oh,
No,
Content.
I'm trying to perfectly resurrect her.
Katya walks away. Ugh.
My teacher has told me that there is a way to perfectly resurrect a body, perfectly restoring not just the physical form, but the soul as well. That's what I'm looking for. That's why I'm researching all that I am.
Question to the DM. Would Valinar know about his future spells on the list, or...
That's more of like a religion, for you, religion check.
Okay. Where's my religion? Religion!
When you're a cleric, you almost never roll religion.
You've met me, right?
I mean, in his defense, religion is based off of a stat that I don't necessarily agree with, but it is what it is. With a 10, outside of the levels that you have currently, no.
Darn. So
You probably would know that there is some spells that might be capable of doing this. Resurrection and stuff like that. But you're not sure what they would be. Revivify would work, but if you know for a fact that his wife has been dead longer than a minute because you guys have been talking about it for longer than a minute.
Yeah.
So
Valinar just kind of pipes up, says, based on what I know, there's possibly down the line I could learn a spell to bring...
Is it related to the gods?
It's related to necromancy.
Is it a gift from your gods?
Technically, yes.
Then I don't want it. This is on my own power. I am keeping the gods out of it.
Okay, so then
They're the ones
you
who
don't want me to
killed
bring
my
you back?
wife.
Two people tried to talk at once there. What was that?
Which one's going? Who's going first?
Let's have Denock go first.
The gods are the ones who killed my wife. They gave her a disease that even their priest would not cure. They refused to cure her.
That sounds like it's a problem with the priest, not the gods.
I went to 7 different temples.
Laura just kind of sighs, looks down, and goes, once again, problems with the priests. You realize that politics are actually huge in the temples, right? Like, there are times where the priests will play politics more than religion. They'll throw away their own beliefs for money.
I'll believe it. By the way, I realized I said that too low. He said, I'll believe it.
Okay. Anna speaks up and goes, well, that's a damn shame about your wife. But the holy boy speaks truth. I mean, for example, look at the piece of work Torben we ran across. Man was loony. He was a holy man once. Probably still thinks of himself as one. Excuse me, as one. Sometimes it's about who has the bigger wallet. That's all there is to it. But on the right side, you get to continue your research now, because these things here, and he kicks one of them, would have eaten us for dinner without a second hesitation. You guys see now the way they keep a bunch of Griffin riders at Tullus, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whole freaking area's infested with these things. Well, at least
Then
between
we'd
here and the
best-
mountain.
Then we'd best hurry. I don't want to stay too much longer with too many of these things.
I agree,
And at
but
that,
it
I
would be
start trying to take apart what I can real quick from this one.
Are
Okay.
you guys coming? Or you just gonna let me walk off into the woods by myself?
Kadia begins walking away while everybody else just stands and talks, and Kadia looks back and goes like the typical woman kind of a thing where it's like, ahem.
Any day now, guys.
Give me a minute. Like I said,
Alright. Yep, go ahead and roll survival.
thank God it was this.
Yeah.
It was that one or not?
Okay, a soft 20. Okay.
And not the 5.
Forgot about that. Oh well. You managed to salvage several of the feathers. Let me grab my. You managed to salvage 7 feathers from the griffin, and both of its horns.
It's a griffin now.
Sorry, Parrington.
That's
Do not
what
make
I'm
me
here for.
bring more of these to you, Katya.
what I'm here for. I'm gonna end up getting killed in game because I can't keep my mouth shut.
How many feathers?
I wouldn't do that I wouldn't do that. 7 feathers.
On purpose.
And how many claws?
You did not get the claws on this one. You got the horns. You got both the horns off of this one.
Okay.
They're in rather good shape. The other two, not so much. Cardin hit him with a maul.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pace.
They're just like smug.
Yeah, you know.
I look at them and I'm like, I could make a pate out of that.
We can make a soup.
The thing with bludgeoning or with piercing and slashing weapons is typically the creature's bleeding to death is the cause of death. But with bludgeoning damage, it's because you crushed its skull.
Well, and hey, if you need bone dust for anything, there's some bone dust.
He's not wrong.
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I feel like Otto would turn around and just be like, "Well, you're going the wrong way.
Huh? Wait.
North is that way."
Oh. Well. Okay. I knew that.
No, you didn't. D-Knock did, but you didn't. So, yeah, no, those. So before we get going too much further here, I do want to say and kind of clarify those Parringtons. They are a challenge rating 2.
They did a good amount of damage for a challenge rating 2 creature.
Well,
Yeah.
see, here's the thing: their gore attack deals 1d8 plus 3. Their talons deal 2d4 plus 3. They have flyby, which just means they can leave your space whenever and not provoke an attack of opportunity, which is dope. And they have a dive attack, which whenever the Parrington dives at least 30 feet towards a target and hits it with a melee attack, which both its gore and talons are melee attacks, it deals an additional 2d8 damage.
Damn.
So when it hits with its gore attack, it is 3d8, and then with its talons, that's another 2d4.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Pain.
I mean, that did over 20 points of damage to me. So through rage.
Right. Well, it took Valinor down to 2, and Valinor isn't exactly, super squishy.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing they didn't touch me.
Or me.
Yeah,
No, but you guys are next.
I originally thought that first attack was on Katya and not Valinor.
Well, it would have been if the skeleton hadn't popped up.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
I could see it was gearing up and it's like, oh look, a skeleton, let's hit that instead.
But here's the thing, though. Imagine if one of those would have crit.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Instead, say for example, the gore attack, which with its dive attack, 3d8. On a crit, that becomes 6d8.
Yeah.
Pain.
I know those numbers.
Warding flare.
15 warding flares in a row, just to make sure.
Waste all my warding flares.
Valinor sees his life flash before his eyes before he throws out a freaking flash grenade.
Strobe light. It's a strobe light. Blam, 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 blam. Are we at a rave? Wop, 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 wop.
He cast a rave spell.
I mean, next level, start level 6, I can start doing that for allies within 30 feet.
Ooh.
Nice. Still probably your reaction, but still.
Yeah, it's still my reaction, but I can start doing it for allies instead of just me.
Nice. All right. You guys.
That's cool, because next level, I gain Ben Luck, and I can essentially modify enemy rolls after seeing the results.
Oh my
as you
gosh.
guys travel for a little bit further away to get away from the smell that will become the rotting of corpses, you guys settle down for the evening, taking your
Take first watch.
rations and taking watch. Let's go ahead and roll watches and stuff, just so that I don't have to do that next week. You guys
Perception?
gather down for watch. What will be the order tonight? And then I'll have you roll it. So Dinok has first.
I'll take second.
Okay, then Katya.
I'll go third. Why not?
Okay. Do you want to make it 4, or do you guys just want to do 3?
4.
Okay. Then Carden will take the morning shift. So Dinok, go ahead and make your perception check.
Soft 20 again.
Alright. Outside of the noises of the forest, nothing stands out to you.
Okay. When my
Katya.
watch is over,
Yeah, Katya takes second.
then poke.
Poke
Huh?
Katya.
What? Oh. It's you again, and Katya waves at the mage hand.
By the way, never mind. When it comes morning,
Okay.
Alright. So I get up and I take my watch. Without complaining.
For the first time in 17 days.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Perception.
Alright. I was waiting for the instruction. Oh, that's a 7.
wop wop wop.
You're still kind of tired. You're not used to waking up in the middle of the night to go back to sleep, and you might have
Nope.
dozed at one point in time, but you're not going to tell anybody that.
They will never know.
But your watch seems to go by uneventful.
Okay.
You
Cool.
should go and wake Valinar.
Yeah. 1 second. Hey, Valadar, it's your turn. Katya kind of shakes him awake
Yay.
and then lays down on his bedroll.
What? What are you doing? Loud.
Already asleep.
Bernard kicks him out of his bedroll. Go to your own bedroll.
Hey! Oh, okay.
He just does that child thing where he just continues to roll instead of like getting up and walking. He just rolls.
I am in my bedroll.
Crying out loud. Whatever. Bernard just doesn't want to deal with it.
You kick Katya.
Alright.
Alrighty. Roll perception.
Oh,
Wow.
Great.
8. You guys are on a roll tonight.
Hey, I will.
So help me, mine is 9.
Mine was good.
Yeah, yours
you
was
had a good one. But so far,
Of course,
2 people have
my-
not.
but thing is, my secondary rolls were 5, and then a 6, and then they got a 7 and an 8.
Uh-huh. And before that was a 4 on a religion.
on the secondary with a nat 1. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. Okay. Your watch seems to go by uneventful, Valinar. Again, you're still a little tired at this point. The dream a couple of nights ago seemed to have kind of taken a lot out of you. And I will point out as a note, the last couple of nights you have not had any dreams or anything there the lights.
Okay.
it's given you some time to think about everything and kind of sort it a little bit. But again, your watch goes by uneventful, and we get to Cardin.
Who, for the first time in ages, is not woken up by a mage hand to the head.
Yeah, Cardin is actually like woken up by an actual person.
Yeah, that no.
For the first time in forever.
No, Valmar uses spiritual weapon. No.
Just use the thaumaturgy to shake the ground under Cardin.
Oh Lord.
Cardin, it's your watch. And then goes to bed.
Fuck you. Cardin gets up to make his watch.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception.
Roll them numbers.
No.
Hey.
Huh.
It was so close to a 9.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my
You
god.
had to break the streak. You had to be.
That would have been
mold
scary
breaking.
because it would have been 4, 5, 6,
Big
7, 8,
7, 8,
9.
9.
Yeah.
You know, like just as an experiment.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Now you roll high, but okay.
God, I was remembering 6 was afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9.
To be fair, that means me and Valinor had to roll 3 on the die.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm well aware.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, with an 8 on your perception, you're still a little tired, but thankfully the sun is beginning to come up and it helps you stay awake. And the forest around you is fairly quiet for the morning. It's nothing too unusual that you've noticed. But there seems to be... Actually, hold on a second.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. There seems to be a smell in the air. Almost smells like decay.
D-Knock, is that you?
Oh Lord.
Fair enough.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You work with dead bodies.
As
Dead
you guys,
work.
the rest of you begin to come to consciousness. You all begin to notice this odor.
Ugh.
I quickly throw my skeleton out and cast Animate Dead on it.
Okay.
Ugh.
The bones begin to construct themselves until your skeleton is standing at the ready.
And I just say,
It's
prepare
not-
yourself.
That is the most disgusting smell I have smelled in a long time.
Oh.
Reminds me of
It
that,
kinda
that
rises
gloom
into-
drake.
Ugh.
Did we get far enough away from those things we killed?
Should have.
Otta
Reminds
speaks
me of
up.
that
I
gloom
believe
drake.
Otta's- Oh, fucking natural 20, Otta. Good job. All right. Otta's kind of like, even if we didn't, we wouldn't smell them this morning. We're to the point where the mountain pass is going to be breathing down our necks. Whatever the smell is, it's coming from closer to the mountains. Ugh.
Are
Right,
there any
and it-
creatures on the mountain that would have that smell?
Not that I'm aware of.
I've never heard of a gloom drake before. We saw the one there near the city. Is there another gloom drake?
I suppose it's possible.
Please don't tell me we're heading towards the mountain.
Well,
Okay, we won't tell you.
Thank you. Let me dream for just a little bit longer.
you guys begin to pack up your camp for the evening and begin to head northwestish? Nope, northeastish, towards the city of Dagbor. The smell getting stronger at times.
Ugh. Can please change direction?
And that is where we'll pick it up next week. Because it is after midnight. Yeah. We'll see what next week has in store for us. Yeah, Parringtons are scary low-level monsters. But you guys managed just fine, the three of them. Granted, I forgot a couple of little details, but...
Keep forgetting them.
Well, it literally only would have affected Cardin.
Yeah. And one attack.
Well, those creatures are actually resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical weapons.
Oh.
I forgot to factor that in, but most of the time between your two attacks, you dealt enough damage to kill the creature anyway. I think both times when you hit the two creatures, it had like 12 hit points or something like that left. Yeah, so...
Oh yeah, I would have been able to... Because I rolled good on my damage rolls.
All but one, I think.
Yeah, one of the rolls was pretty low.
Even then, they probably would have died when it got back up into my turn.
Yeah, I wasn't worried about it. They literally... Well, actually, yeah, they would have died on their turn. So, most likely.
That's
If I could
exactly...
cast spells.
That's exactly how Valinor prefers it. For them to die on their turn.
Yeah. Yeah, and to be fair, one of the spellcasters took himself out at the very beginning of the fight.
We need to figure out what's up with you. Throwing bubbles out your mouth.
I'm sorry. I got problems with my magic still.
Alright, anyway, that is where we will pick it up next week, is you guys continuing your stint towards the city of Dagbor. You have roughly another day's journey before arriving there. So, with that, everybody, we're having a blast with this. So we will be back next Friday doing some more D&D. Maybe streams this week. I don't know. It'll depend on classes for us and work and other shenanigans. We'll figure it out. Follow me on Twitter at Big Ripper for announcements around that. And if you don't say anything, assume we're not streaming. Yes, and join the Discord. Great information there. You can hit us up with DMs there on the Discord or on my Twitter. I reply to pretty much everything. So yeah, that's gonna be us for this next week and for this foreseeable future for a while. But like I said, we're having a blast. There is a link to the Discord in the chat. So yeah. Hit us up, guys, and we'll see you guys all next week. Good night.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Night, y'all.